Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9 and home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, you know it's your folk, B-High. Radio shouting, stepping in the building. I got my Detroit fam in this thing. VEZZO, what's
Thank
good
God.
with it, my dog?
What up, though? What it do, bro?
Man, feeling good, feeling great, but
Yes,
I'm just
sir.
trying to keep a little balance going on in this thing, Talk to
Yeah.
me about that banger right there, man. First of all, that visual was cold-blooded
Man, I
as
appreciate
hell,
it, man. Thank you for even watching it, man. That mean a lot, bro.
Oh,
For
please.
real, man.
Good music has a funny way of traveling around this
No
thing,
doubt,
man.
brother.
So, I mean, when you
man.
jamming, it ain't nothing for a player to creep up on it and see what's really good with it.
Sure.
Now, break down how that banger came about, though, my dog.
No, I was in L.A. I had just got out of jail or whatever, and I
Yeah.
signed my deal with Motown Records and Capitol. And I was in L.A. The day I signed my deal. I was at the building, whatever. Right after I signed my deal, they had like a signing party for me in the office or whatever. I called Big Sean, told him how, what went down. He like, man, congratulations, slide through, come holler at me. You know what I mean? I ain't heard from him since I had been out or whatever. We was just politicking for like 2-3 hours, and then the song came about. And that just happened like just stumbling across it. I ended up throwing some beats on him. He heard that beat and went crazy. You know what I mean?
My God.
Shout out to Pre, man. He had sent me a pack.
So you telling me the first day out, you back out here on these streets, then you stumble upon a hit in this thing?
Yeah, man. First day I signed my deal. I got my single.
What was going through your mind, man, when you realized that, okay, I done signed my deal? Now, I mean, how was that getting that deal, though, coming straight out?
I mean, yeah, that definitely was a blessing. I was in a halfway house when I got the phone call about the record deal, whatever. So everything was in motion. As soon as I got the halfway house, that was the first thing I did was flew to L.A.
Yeah.
And locked everything in. Shout out to the boy Dang.
During the time that you was locked down, though, what was going through your mind? Did you know that you was going to come back out? Because first of all, you was making moves out the halfway house with it.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, main thing was going through my mind was just like, getting to my kids and my old lady.
Big facts.
And everything like that, and just trying to put everything back together with my family, you know what I mean? And stuff that really counted. And them blessings just stumbled across, you know what I mean?
Right.
So definitely a blessing, bro, you know what I mean?
I can definitely dig it. Talk to me about coming out of Detroit with it, though, man. I mean, what was that grind like, creating your buzz and your wave up there?
Man, I kind of had it, I don't want to say easy, but, it just, I locked Detroit up, like, real fast, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when I first came out, I was pretty much only one of the guys who was, like, living what he was rapping.
Fact.
You know what I mean? Detroit, one of them places, like, they gonna rock with whatever, but if you really own that, they gonna appreciate it more.
Exactly.
And I did a small little bid back then. It was some county time or whatever. I had dropped a few songs, man. When I got out of jail, I was the hottest dude in Michigan, man. Like, literally, like, the biggest of the biggest. And that happened. It been that since before I went to jail. You know what I mean?
What goes through your mind, though, man, when you have to do that time in jail in the middle of your movement, man? You out here having motion and all of this good stuff going on, and then you got to pause for the call.
Yeah, man. I felt like everything. Like I felt like it couldn't get no worse than that. No worse than that. You know what I mean? I felt like, man, my whole world just tumbled down and came crashing. I had a big record called Moonwalking at the time.
Yeah.
That joint was moving around like crazy. I'm getting booked in every city and state. As soon as the record like really, really took off, I had to turn myself in, bro. So everything was going through my mind, man. The first thing you ask is like, why me? You know what I mean? Like, I blame everybody but myself at the time. But, as time progressed, I appreciate how going to prison.
Yeah.
That was the best thing that ever happened to me.
What was it about prison that helped to actually reform you then, man?
I got closer to myself. I learned more about myself. I already been real religious. I pray a lot anyway, but like, I just seeing what other dudes was going through, I realized I was blessed no matter what.
Exactly.
That time I got one none. My cellie had 30, 40 years, you know what I'm saying?
What goes through your mind when you sitting in there, man, and you see your cellie with all that time and you think,
man, he was doing that time like he had 2 months, man.
What?
Man, he was happy, smiling every day, motivating me. Man, get up, man. Come on, let's go work out. What you want, man? We chilling. That's how he talk, man. We chilling. He got his feet up, man.
Yeah.
His feet up. He happy, man. He moving around like he got 2 months, man. Just watching a dude with that type of energy, that was motivational, man.
Exactly.
I mean, he ain't had nothing on the out, and he barely had anything in there. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, man, this man doing 40 years, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just seeing that, that's all the motivation I needed.
Exactly.
Because he everything that mattered was intact for him.
Yeah.
His kids was healthy. He was healthy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So everything was together for him. That's all that he cared about.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
When you got back out here on these streets, man, and you started back moving and grooving in this industry, what was that transition like for you then?
It was different. You know, when I got out, like I say, I was like biggest artist in Michigan, bro. I was the biggest of the biggest. You know, so just getting out, it was a lot of artists that had came up, and that was a blessing, bro, because I was grinding for so long
Yeah.
to get Detroit seen, and it's like it's like having help. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I just realized, man, there's so many dudes lit. I got so much help. Everybody turned up, and we reaching the masses. You know what I'm saying? You got guys like T Grizzly. You know, he blew up,
Yeah.
and it brought so much light to Detroit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then came, you know, a lot of brothers, man. Sada, my boy Peasy, Doug, a lot of people end up turning up, man. So, you know, the transition definitely was like, to me, it was a good one,
Yeah.
you know,
How
because
long-
everybody embraced me. The city embraced me. Everybody embraced me.
Exactly. How long had you been down with the music though, Vizzo?
Doing music overall, I've been turning up since like 2012.
So what is that?
I had a
grind
long
been like?
grind, man.
Yeah, break that
I
down
had
to
a
me, man.
long and hard grind, man. I done been through it all, man. I went to jail 2 times and I got indicted.
Whew.
You know, lost crazy money. I lost a restaurant, car wash. I lost out on a dispensary. I lost friends. You know, the guy who started off with me, he doing 18 years in prison.
What?
You know what I mean? He was paying for everything that I had going on. I was forced to be a boss.
Yeah.
I had to boss up. You know what I'm saying? I had a long grind, man. I done got overlooked. I done been banned out of every club in Michigan before. You know what I'm saying? Everything that happened. I done been lied to. I done been misled, misguided. You know what I'm saying? I done dealt with a lot of bad business deals.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of labels offered me things, then turned it down and pulled back out on me. You know, and I had a long grind, man. It been long and it been hard. And I'm still grinding, bro.
Exactly.
I'm still trying to get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
What was it that allowed you to give? Well, what gave you the tenacity to be able to stay down with it though? Because a lot of folks, you know, after having to go to jail a couple times, losing everything here and there.
I know who I am without music.
Yeah.
You know, I don't got that type of control over myself just yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, meaning not without music. I know the person I am if I don't do music.
Mm.
And you know, I'm selfish. You know, inconsiderate. You know what I'm saying? It get ugly, bro. And I ain't being that person, bro.
What is it about the music that changes you from that person, man, and allows you to live such a productive life, though?
It's not the music. It's my children.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's my children.
Exactly.
So like, even if I was forced to be that person, you know, it just I don't know how that I don't know what that role would turn out to be overall.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because it's my children, man.
Exactly. Now, back to that Bank of Balance, man, shooting that video for that. I mean, that visual was dope as hell, too. Break that
Yeah.
down to me.
Oh yeah, shout out to Kid Art. He
Yeah.
actually directed it. He did Meek Mill and Drake video going bad.
Yeah.
We rented out the Opera House, man. That's historical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from the streets. I'm from 6 Mile, man. I'm a hood dude, man. I just got out of federal prison, man. We had the Opera House shooting videos.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So everything played out good, man. I ain't. That was the biggest budget video I ever shot.
Yeah.
You know, I come from a time where I do a song and shoot the video in the same crib where I just recorded the song at. We shoot the video edited in an hour. I'm dropping it the next day. I'm in one location. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So just to experience that process, man, having trailers on set, you know what I mean? All that type of stuff, man. It was just a blessing, bro.
Exactly.
That experience felt so good. It motivated me again. You know, and just to watch Sean in that type of work environment
Yeah.
and see how used to that he was and just how experienced he is with shooting videos and
Yeah.
having everything down pat. It was just a different thing from shooting a video in the hood. You know what I'm
Being
saying?
able to have that relationship with Big Sean, what kind of game and advice are you able to get from that guy to help you further your career, man?
I mean, you know, really just making them big records. You
Yeah.
know, that's the main thing. He tell me, you know, you can do the hood stuff, but listen, man, your check gonna come with them big records.
That's right.
Try to make sure you do that. And one thing I learned from him is that I can't be afraid to lose out on a little bit just to gain everything. Meaning, you know, I might make music that my street fans, my core fans, the people who I came up with, they might not like, they might not appreciate, they might fall back on me, but I got something way bigger to gain.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, this question might be a little dumb, but I got to ask it.
Yeah.
Where did the name Icewell VEZZO come from, man?
Oh yeah, no, I was I used to go by Young Vez or
Yeah.
whatever, and I had a mixtape called Icewear, so it said Young Vez presents Icewear.
Yeah.
And at the time, I seen a couple of people like changed their Twitter name and their Instagram name to the name of their CD that they was promoting at the time. Meek Mill actually did it.
Yeah.
And he changed his name to the name of his album to promote his mixtape.
Yeah.
So I changed my name to Icewear VEZZO. And as I started like kind of popping or whatever, people was calling me my Instagram and my Twitter name. So I had to run with it. I had to run with it, yeah.
Now, as an entrepreneur also, man, talk about creating those businesses in your community and being able to have businesses to get that cash flow flowing.
Yeah, that mean a lot. That's everything. I was 25 when I got a restaurant and a car wash going on 26. By the time I was 26, I had my own dispensary in my neighborhood. The same car wash that I bought was the same one I tried to work at when I was a kid and they wouldn't let me.
What?
You know what I'm saying? So like, I just think it's important to have that. You know, you got to build that foundation outside of whatever it is you focus on. You know, people get motivated by the wrong saying sometimes. Like I heard people say, if you got a plan B, you don't believe in your plan A. That's the wrong thing.
Come on
you
now.
You know, plan B is just another source of income. You understand what I'm saying? So
I've been trying to tell folks that the whole time. VEZZO, all like plan A is cool, but you need a B, C, D.
You gotta have at least 7 streams of income.
Why not?
Man. You got to. It's a must, especially if you got children, you got family, man. You trying to build a legacy. That count. Exactly. That count. You gotta always be prepared for the what ifs. You know, you gotta hope for the best, but prepare for the worst at all times. And that's what I was doing at the time. I was pursuing my music career. And I'm hoping for it, but you know everything that's prayed for ain't given, and you gotta accept that if it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Never lied, right?
Yeah. So like you just gotta prepare for that, bro.
Now at the tender age of just 25, what was it that gave you that business mind to let you know to say, hey man, I need to go out here and start some business?
Being broke.
Ooh.
I've been broke my whole life, brother.
Yeah.
I ain't had no big brother that was getting money. I ain't had no uncle that had it. I ain't had nobody in my family that had it. We ain't had nothing. And then it's just like, man, whatever motivated me, whatever gave me that drive, and I couldn't let it go. You know, it's like, man, I grew up not expecting anything, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't expect nothing. I didn't know where I was gonna turn out.
That's right.
You know, we had nothing, bro. I didn't know what it was gonna be. So just to be able to be blessed and have the things that I watched other kids daddies have and watch the dope boys in my neighborhood, the cars they was driving, and I had all this stuff legally.
Yeah.
That was motivation in itself. It's like, man, I want this forever, bro. I want this forever. And I don't want to ever feel powerless. You know, there have been times where I got into some disagreements with some OGs.
Yeah.
And, they made me feel powerless. You know what I mean? Because the money come in play, the plantations come in play. You understand what I'm saying? That land. And I said, I never feel powerless like that. I'm going to have my own. You got to be prepared for war, bro, and not a physical war, just, war against yourself, self-destruction, whatever it is.
That's right.
Anything, you got to be prepared for any bad outcome. That's what I consider war.
Now, I feel you. Now, on another note, for the next guy coming out of Detroit trying to do what Icewear done did, what advice do you got for that guy, man?
Stay true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stay in tune with your sound. And don't give up, you know what I'm saying? Try not to listen to too many people around you, because them usually the people that ain't for you.
Come on now.
You know what I mean?
Now, moving forward, what do we need to be looking for out here, Icewear?
Everything, man. Me and Gotti got a record we getting ready to come out with. I just did a joint with Tory Lanez.
Ooh.
We pushing this Big Shine joint right now.
Yeah.
Got an album coming out. I'm getting ready to go on tour. Everything, man. I'm here. I got another song. That's the hottest song in Detroit right now. It's called Champions, featuring Babyface Ray.
Okay.
That's the hottest song in the city. I ain't even expect that. I just dropped it playing games and end up going retarded up there right now.
What is it like getting that love from the hometown, though, man, and knowing your city got your back?
Man, it's a blessing, bro, because I had it in my mind forever. Before I came up, I always heard that you got to have your hometown.
Yeah.
If you ain't got your city, then it's going to be harder getting everywhere else.
That's right.
And that stuck to me. So to have that part of my plan established, that's a blessing. That's just another piece of the puzzle that's there, that's intact.
That's right. Lastly, how can these folks contact you and anything else you want to get off your chest, my dog?
Man, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, every social media site you can think of at Icewear_VEZZO, ICEWEAR_VEZZO. Follow me right now. Follow right back.
I can dig
Drink
it,
God.
VEZZO.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro.
My dog, appreciate you coming through this
All
thing,
right.
boy. I wish you nothing but the best and much success.
Appreciate it.
Be High Radio Shout. It's Hot 107.9, man. Let's go.